Hey everybody, it's me. Let me sit down here. I've got my camera set up. I've been watching so many videos of the junk journals or little mini books made out of the envelopes. Now, I did show you the one that I did before. It was made out of, that one was made out of this one, the 6x9. Well, this one I'm going to try out of the 9x12. So I watched a couple of ladies, and I think I mentioned before that I had watched Cheryl, who's Deli Girl 1961, and then I watched also one by Yoli Bean, Yoliebean, I believe is what her name is. Now, she did something a little different on one of hers, and I am doing a variation even on that. Now, Cheryl, she leaves her those little closures in. I'm taking mine out because I am actually going to be using, again, the basic gray magnets, the small ones. I tell you what, you can I buy these when they're on sale at Joann.com. So I've got 3+ packs of it. I also have a pack here of the larger ones, but the small ones, they're so heavy duty. My cabinets in my kitchen, there's a little plastic piece on the hinges. This doesn't have anything to do with my journal, but there's a little plastic piece on the hinges, and it is and they break off of the metal part. I don't know. This is a very poorly designed cabinet, but and when that little plastic piece breaks off the metal hinge, it won't stay open. So we open it and it won't stay closed. So we close it and it just falls back open. I use these. That's why there's 4 of them gone. I've had to do 2 of the doors on my kitchen cabinets, and it holds the doors closed. So that's how strong they are. So don't be afraid to use this for anything. But I went ahead and I took this little clippy thing out, the clasp. I do want to show you that Cheryl said that whenever she's doing these, that she takes them apart, and she had this little, looked like a little plastic knife spreader thing, and she was taking hers apart so easy. A little plastic knife spreader, what I mean is like a little palette knife for texture paste. And I tried that, and this is what happened. I don't know if my glue is extra strong or what, but it was tearing the envelope up. And I said, well, I'm not going to do that. But what I did do, and I will use this one, but this is the one I was playing with, just to mess around. It's what she does. She takes it all apart and unfolds it, and she leaves the clasp in. What she does, she like cuts around the clasp. Like I said, that's why I took mine off, because I'm just going to use a magnetic closure. But she, in the center, once it's all opened up, she puts a little piece of Tyvek there. So I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to get a little piece of Tyvek down the center. But she just folds hers right in half. And what I did was, I took a page out of Yoli Bean book, and she put a gusset on hers. And I know that Shaz at Shaz Designs, she said if you want to put more than a couple of signatures in it, you probably need, or if you put a larger, even one signature, in it, probably need a gusset. So that's what I did, is I put a little gusset, and what I did was, I will show you. That's what I did. I took my scoreboard, I'll put it to you, and I put it right on the scoreboard, and actually where it folds over, that's 12 inches. Let me see if I'm in frame. Yeah, I probably need to get in there a little bit. Hang on. But just take it to where it's 6 inches right here, and I just scored an 1/8 of an inch on either side to give myself a 1/2 inch gusset right there. And also, what Yoli Bean didn't do was she didn't leave room here. So if she would have just, she would have had the gusset in the center, but it would have closed flat here, like that. Which I guess it would have been fine, but I have noticed that most of the time the signatures get fatter towards the front. So what I'm going to attempt to do, and I will let you know how it turns out after I'm all done, what I did was, I took you can put this anywhere on the scoreboard, but what I did was, you just got to hit that notch. What I did was I just found a place where I could score it right, give a little extra score where it folds closed, and then I did like a half an inch or something like that. Yeah, there's the 6, there's like 6, and then I just went up here to this mark and gave it a half inch and scored it right there. And what it does is it goes right about below the glue mark right there. So anyway, that will give you the gusset and the closure, and what you end up with is something that looks like that. Let me see. So you've got a little there, and you've got a little in the front. So you have a little bit, kind of like a little box. That's what I'm going to do, and that's kind of probably where I'm going to leave it right now. With this one, I'm going to come back with another part while I'm doing this. But my next challenge here, my next hurdle, will be trying to figure out how to put some Tyvek in the center. And also, Cheryl, she would, well, let me come out a little bit. You're probably too close now. Yeah, I'm a little too close. What she would do is she would, while this was opened up, she would put some, I think she put glue here so this part would stick flat, and then she left this part open for a pocket. So that's, I probably, that's my next hurdle, and once I figure out how I'm going to do that, I will come back and show you. This is like my little thing that I'm practicing on. But my plan is the magnetic closure. I may even use 2, maybe side by side right here. Just 2, but you put those on before you cover it with paper, so after all the inking and everything's done, then you place your magnets, and then you cover them with paper, but you don't cover them with any sort of adhesive. Yeah, but that'll just do like that, hopefully. That's what I'm aiming for, so whenever I figure it all out, I will show you. Alright? Okay, well, I'm off to experiment. Thanks for watching. Bye.